Hello, hello, Algebra 1. We are on lesson 11.6, the Pythagorean Theorem, which I believe you did do in middle school. Our essential question today is, can you use the Pythagorean Theorem and its converse to solve geometric problems? The first thing we're going to do is look at what the Pythagorean Theorem is, and we're going to see how it applies. The Pythagorean Theorem says a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and this is not used with all triangles, but only what kind of triangles? Yes, right triangles. So notice this little square right here says that it is a 90-degree angle. So things change up a lot when we don't have that 90-degree angle. So let's look at a very common one. If I knew that a was 3 and b was 4, I would say 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared if I was looking for that c. So 9 plus 16 is equal to what squared? 25 is equal to what squared? And typically we would say plus and minus 5 when solving for a c squared, but guess what? This is distance, so we are only going to talk about 5. Now, the first thing I want you to do is memorize your 4 Pythagorean triples. These are so important because they're used all over. I see them on SAT questions, ACT questions, college placement questions. They might say, you know, somebody is traveling 3 miles one way and 4 miles the other. How far apart are they? So we know that a 3, 4, 5 is a perfect Pythagorean triple. I also know that a 5, 12, 13 is another Pythagorean triple. A 7, 24, 25 is another Pythagorean triple. And the last one that we have is an 8, 15, 17. Now, what I always tell my students is I have all these little tricks to throw at you. The only one you really have to memorize is an 8, 15, 17, because notice the only difference of this one is it does have an even number. 8, 15, 17 is a Pythagorean triple that I see all the time. Now, why would I not tell you to memorize the one that starts with a 3, 5, and 7? Because there's a little trick. So let's look at something. I have 2 kids, Trent and Luke, and if I had, we know 3 squared is 9, right? If I had $9, only single dollars, and I had to split them up the best I could, I would give Luke 4 and Trent 5, because Trent's the oldest. Just kidding, I wouldn't really do this to them, but notice that a 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triple. Well, if you do the same with any odd number, 5 squared is 25. If I split that up the best I could, I would have a 5, 12, 13. And we know 7 squared is 49. If I split 49 the best I could, I would have a 7, 24, 25. So it's really easy to memorize the odd numbers, because if I take an odd number squared, then that would be split in half the best you can. So let's even look at 9. 9 squared we know is 81, because your mean math teacher made you memorize that. So I know that this is a 9, 40, 41. And if you actually put this into that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, you would get your perfect Pythagorean triple. So very, very, very important. The first thing I want you to do is memorize your 4 Pythagorean triples. And when I say 4, I mean these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go ahead and look at example 1. So notice they're talking about a right triangle. So the very, very, very first thing I always tell you to do is to draw it. But let's read it first. Example 1 says, one leg of a right triangle measures 36 centimeters. Well, I'm going to draw my right triangle. And it says one leg is 36 centimeters and the hypotenuse is 39 centimeters. Write and solve an equation for the length of the unknown side. So we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And if I put in my a squared, I could say 36 squared plus what squared equals 39 squared. So notice I can go ahead and subtract that. 39 squared minus 36 squared. And from there, I can take the square root to find an answer. So I know that b is equal to 39 squared, which is 1,521, minus 36 squared, which is 1,296. Sorry, I'm losing my room right here. So notice that b is equal to the square root of 225. Well, I know, because I had you memorize that this is 15. So to answer the question, it says, find the length of the unknown side. We found out that this is 15 centimeters. So my answer is 15 centimeters. Again, we only need plus or minus when we're solving for a b squared, not for distance or length. All right, the next two questions are stating whether or not the three numbers could be a right triangle. So we are just going to let's go ahead and look at letter A first. We're going to put these into the Pythagorean Theorem. So we're going to do 16 squared plus 30 squared. Is that equal to 34 squared? 16 squared is 256. 30 squared is 900. Is that equal to 34 squared, which is 1,156? What do you think? Yes, it is, because when I add these together, that is equal. So this can be a right triangle. All right, last one. Let's go ahead and look at this one. Hopefully you know what 11 squared is. 11 squared plus 11 squared is equal to 16 squared. Well, 11 squared is 121. Is 121 plus 121 equal to 16 squared? 16 squared is 256. I do not think these are equal. Therefore, this would be no, it is not a right triangle. All right, so I really want you to remember the 4 Pythagorean Theorem triangles that you need to know. The first one is a 3, 4, 5, a 5, 12, 13, a 7, 24, 25, and an 8, 15, 17. Great job, guys.